Well guys, I did a video right up here talking about food items that you just can't get anymore, and you guys seem to absolutely love it. In fact, some of you watching this might have subscribed to the channel just because of that video, which is really cool. But if that's the case, then welcome to Most Amazing Top 10. My name is Danny Burke and I have some good news for you all right now, because this is the top 10 discontinued food items we miss part 2. Okay, starting off at number 10, we have guacamole Doritos. Now a lot of us buy Doritos to dip in our guacamole dips, but once upon a time, you didn't need to do that because there was such a thing as guacamole Doritos. It was genius. This freed people up to dip their guac Dorito into a different kind of dip, maybe, increasing dipping efficiency by 100%. And of course, they tasted amazing, obviously, which is why fans of them were left quite shocked, quite confused, and a little bit hungry when Doritos announced they were discontinuing them in 2006. In the time since then, there's been a lot of cheap knockoff imitations, but they've just angered true guac fans so much that they even started their own Facebook page and petition to get back the real ones. So yeah, you know they're serious. Moving on to number 9 now, we have McDonald's deep fried apple pie. Until 1992, McDonald's made a type of apple pie that became so popular, some people would often go to McDonald's just to eat it. The problem was though, it was deep fried. And during the 90s, McDonald's wanted to start appearing more healthy, so they stopped deep frying their apple pies and started baking them instead. Now this upset a lot of apple pie fans who thought the new ones just weren't the same. Deep fried is just always better, I guess. Even a deep fried version of me would probably be better. Weird. Next up at number 8, we have the Salsa con Queso Cheeto. Everyone knows that Cheetos do cheese flavor really well. They've got that whole thing down, but they also do spicy quite well as well. But in 2012, they released a Salsa con Queso flavor that was meant to give fans the experience of dipping Cheetos in melted cheese and chili pepper, but without any of the horrible sticky mess on your fingers afterwards. Then, out of nowhere, they just vanished. Like, completely. Even in the short time that they had existed, they had gained a pretty large fan base who even started an online petition to get them back. But as the old saying goes, the Cheetos company works in mysterious ways, and Salsa con Queso Cheetos were never seen again. Okay, we're at number 7 now, and we have pudding pops. In the 1980s, General Foods were looking for a new way to make their Jello product exciting again, especially to younger kids. The result? Jello pudding frozen fudge pops, otherwise known as pudding pops. American kids went wild for them and they became a family favorite, selling $300 million worth of pudding pops in just 1 year. But despite their huge success, they weren't actually making that much money off them. General Foods were not in the frozen foods business particularly, so it was costing them much more money and effort than they really wanted. Because of all of this, despite them still being popular throughout the 90s, pudding pops popped out of existence and became a good example of how a product can be popular but still ends up being discontinued. Moving on to number 6 now, we have Kellogg's Yogos. This snack was described as yogurt covered bits. Yeah, bits. Nobody really knows what the bits were, but they tasted pretty good, so that's all that matters, right? They came in a number of different flavors with names such as Strawberry Slam, Berry Banana, and Island Explosion, which that last one, it really gives no clue about what it tastes like, does it? They claim to give a kid 100% of their daily calcium intake, but even if that was true, there was also a lot of concerns about the amount of sugar in them. Between that and the falling sales, Kellogg's stopped making Yogos, leaving a huge gap in the market for someone else to make nice, tasty little bits. Okay, next up at number 5 now, we have Hershey's S'mores Bars. Roasting s'mores over a campfire is a popular tradition in North America that has begun to spread all over the world. In 2003, someone at Hershey's had the genius idea of taking the original format of marshmallow and chocolate between 2 graham crackers and turning it into a chocolate bar version. Suddenly, people didn't have to wait months for the next campfire, they could just pick up a s'mores bar pretty much anywhere and they were a huge success. But even the initial success couldn't save the bar, and Hershey's did end up throwing them all into the campfire forever eventually. Not literally, of course, I think. Alright, we're at number 4 now, and what do we have? We have Swiss cheese crackers. These crackers were immensely popular in the 80s in America, which may have even surprised Nabisco, the company who made them, because they were basically just crackers in the shape of Swiss cheese slices. Now, they were around a bit before my time, so I can only tell you what others online have said about them. One fan said they had just the right amount of cheese, crunch, and texture, and that many people are sad about the loss of this holy food. Holy. I see what you did there. Okay, coming in at the number 3 spot now, we have Magic Middles. I never had the chance to try these, but from what I've heard, they were pretty amazing. They were around in the late 1980s, and I've heard they were a soft cookie surrounding a fudge, chocolate, or peanut creamy center. They essentially took the good idea of chocolate chip cookies and thought, well, why don't we just make a cookie filled with chocolate? Yeah? Sounds pretty good. Everyone thought it was a genius idea. Everyone ate far too many of them by the sounds of it, but just like a lot of items on our list, Magic Middles mysteriously melted into memories. Rhyming's fun. Next up at the number 2 spot, we have Taco Bell Lunchables. Now, if you're from the UK, like me, you probably didn't grow up having Taco Bell, but they're basically the top dogs when it comes to Mexican fast food. In the late 90s, they released Taco Bell Lunchables in North America, which let kids bring a DIY tacos and nachos kit to school with them. It also came with a miniature Capri Sun, which, as you might know, was the best kids drink in the whole world back then. They were discontinued at a time when people were trying to make sure kids ate more healthily, especially at school, and suddenly this DIY fast food kit didn't seem so appealing. But does that mean we don't want them back? Of course not. I want one right now. And finally, now at number 1, we have something that I should have put in the last video. Can't believe I forgot about it. PB Crisps. The PB stood for peanut butter, and if you like peanut butter, you would have loved these. They were made out of a graham cookie on the outside with a sweet peanut butter cream on the inside, all in the shape of a peanut, obviously. They were first produced by Planters in 1992, but lasted for just 3 years. Now that might seem like a short amount of time, but it was apparently enough for people to get absolutely obsessed with them. Now, there are people signing petitions to bring them back who never actually even tasted them. I'm probably going to be one of those people. They sound amazing. Okay guys, do you remember any of those that we just talked about? Which one do you wish you could have right now? Do you like hearing about discontinued products in general? Because we actually have quite a few other ideas for some other videos like this, if that kind of stuff interests you. Either way, let us know in the comment section below. My name is Danny Burke, and I'll see you all in the next video.